The Great Trojan War was a major event in ancient Greek history. This war lasted for 10 long and grueling years. The main reason for this great war, as everyone knows, was the abduction of Helen, Queen of Sparta, by Paris, Prince of Troy. This angered the Greek kings and warriors, and they united to march on Troy and bring back Helen. The powerful Greek army besieged the city of Troy for 10 years. Great heroes like Achilles and Hector fought in the plains around Troy. They say that even the gods took sides with one of the two groups and influenced the fate of the wars. Over the years, both sides suffered great losses and became tired and worn out. The Greeks needed a new, smarter plan to break through the walls of Troy and win. After 10 years of fruitless siege, the Greek commanders were desperate, and they were looking for a solution. Odysseus proposed the plan of the wooden horse. This horse was supposed to be hollow, and their soldiers hide inside. The rest of the Greek army pretended to abandon the siege and sail away with their ships so that the Trojans will think the war is over. Building a wooden horse was hard work, but finally it was over, and she rose up on the plain of Troy. A group of Greek warriors, led by Odysseus, enter the dark belly of the horse. When the chosen soldiers hid inside the horse, the rest of the Greek forces set fire to their camps and sail away and hide on a nearby island. They only left behind a Greek soldier named Sinon to convince the Trojans that this horse was a sacred gift to Athena. When the morning sun shone on Troy, the Trojans were surprised to see that the Greek camps were empty and the enemy's great fleet is gone. On the beach, that giant wooden horse stood. A great argument broke out between the commanders and the people of Troy. Some were suspicious, like Laocoon, the temple priest, who warned, "I fear the Greeks, even when they offer something." Sinon, the Greek soldier who remained behind, played her role perfectly and convinced the Trojans that the horse was a gift from Athena. Despite warnings, the Trojans were deceived by Sinon's lies and their own strong desire for peace. They decided to bring the giant wooden horse into their city, and to do so, they demolished part of the city walls. With great effort, celebration, and dancing, the Trojans carried what was to be the harbinger of their destruction into the heart of their city. Now that the giant wooden horse was inside the city walls, the Trojans thought the hard times of war were over. The city was immersed in celebration and joy. The tired and intoxicated city of Troy finally fell silent. Inside the wooden horse, Greek soldiers were hidden, waiting patiently. Sinon, in the darkness of the night, lit a fire. The Greek ships silently returned to Troy. Appius opened the secret hatch, and the Greek warriors began to descend. Uni! They destroyed the guards and opened the city gates. The Trojans woke up to the sound of war. When the Greek soldiers entered the city, the fall of Troy was swift and devastating. A city that had resisted siege for 10 years was now conquered in one night. The Trojans fought bravely, but they were no match for the prepared and vengeful Greek army. The city was plundered, its treasures looted, and its buildings burned. The story of the Trojan horse became a powerful symbol of intelligence and the strategic use of deception in warfare. This story showed that intelligence and wit can be much more effective than force and empty arms. This lesson about the superiority of reason over force has been repeated for centuries in military thought and storytelling. Even in our modern world, the Trojan horse still occupies minds, serving as a constant reminder that we must be vigilant and beware of the potential dangers of accepting seemingly harmless gifts without careful examination.